Hello, this is Paul Chek. Welcome back to my video blogs. Today I thought I would share a zone exercise from my book, How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy. Zone exercises are exercises that are designed to move energy through different regions of your body. The zones correlate to the chakra system in the body. So for example, zone 1, which is where a lot of us have stress, relates to safety and security issues. So it's how your body holds energy and responds physically and emotionally to safety and security issues. For example, people with safety and security challenges that they're having a hard time navigating often hold, shall we say, stressful energy or deeply trapped emotions in the region of their low back and their legs. And this is one of the reasons you see, if you start looking at how many people have low back injuries and how many of them are going through challenges of safety and security, all of a sudden you realize, wow, there's something to this psycho-physical correlation system represented by the 7 chakra system. So in the book they're called zones. Now what's unique about the zones, and I have a whole chapter in here on zone exercises, is that the zones are areas where we want to bring our intention and our awareness and our energy through breathing. All zone exercises follow the principles of Tai Chi, Qigong, and related inner arts. But when I created the zone exercises based on the anatomy and physiology of the body and the subtle energy systems, I wanted to create exercises that did not require a lot of memorization of technique or comprehensive forms, because it keeps the ego or the intellect too activated, and it can take people years to master the various forms of Tai Chi or Qigong forms, but it doesn't take long to master zone exercises at all. So what we want to remember is all zone exercises are anchored to the breath. The first 2/3 of your breath should come from your belly and only the last third from your chest. So if you breathe, take a deep breath, you should feel your belly expanding, and only in the last third of the breath should the hand on the upper part here on the chest begin to move. Generally, when we're flexing our body or going toward the fetal position, we want to be breathing out, and when we're coming out of the fetal position, extension, external rotation, and abduction, moving away from the midline, we want to be moving in. When we are doing a zone exercise and we're breathing breath into our body, we're bringing a highly charged subtle energy or life force energy into our body that comes in on the air element called prana, and that is a source of life force. And breathing is the most essential function, because oxygen is the primary nutrient. You don't have very long to live without oxygen. You can go longer without food, you can go longer without water, but you can't go long without oxygen. So when we saturate our body effectively and move our diaphragm effectively, it not only gives us a lot more life force energy, but it helps move energy in areas where we're holding on to pent-up emotions or frustrations or old pains, and it energizes us to be able to act more consciously, because as we're doing our zone exercise and energizing our body and opening these channels up, we're holding an affirmation that we're willing to live by, and we're literally breathing that reality into existence through us. The breathing squat is the one I'd like to show you today. It's very simple. The key thing about a zone exercise is that your heart rate should never speed up, your breathing rate should never speed up, your tongue should never dry out. If you're doing the exercise and you notice your tongue or your mouth is drying out, it means you're going too sympathetic. The zone exercises are designed to activate your parasympathetic, your digest, eliminate, and repair nervous system, the part of you that works to keep your body growing. The sympathetic is the catabolic or tissue destructive system. It's what you use when you're working, running, jumping, playing, and spending resources. So sympathetic means spending resources, parasympathetic means to accumulate, and by using slow movements with rhythmical breathing, we can activate the parasympathetic system which enhances our capacity to heal and grow at the physical, emotional, and mental level, and therefore spiritual, because that is all of them. To do a breathing squat, find a comfortable stance. Now, if you have the flexibility, pretend you're going to go poop out in the woods and get yourself into a comfortable position so that if you needed to go poop in the woods, you could do it without stress. If your feet are too narrow, you can't do it. If your feet are too wide, you can't relax. So where can you put your feet that allows you to get your fingers to touch the earth, which is what your body's designed to do, and you can do it in a relaxed way? That would be your optimal stance for your breathing squat. We're going to begin by taking a deep breath. And then as we exhale, timing the movement on the way down to the exhalation. And then when we're ready to inhale, letting that belly expand. Exhale. Find a balance point between the balls of the feet and the heels. Don't be leaning forward. Don't lean back. Find that nice balance point. Inhale, expanding the belly. Exhale, just let it all go. Connect yourself to the earth. Feel that connection. Now, to enhance it, a mantra that I often give my students and patients who are challenged at the level of Zone 1 or issues of safety, security, tribal association, wanting to belong, is I am safe, I am home, I am whole. So as you come up and inhale, visualize yourself breathing in the life force of Mother Earth, the life force of the sun, the life force of the air. And then as you go down, you can either say it out loud or say it in your head. I am safe, I am home, I am whole. I am safe, I am home, I am whole. Now, anytime you use your voice, your own vibrations move through your body, and when your intention is aligned with I am safe, I am home, I am whole, and you visualize yourself living in that state, aligning yourself with that possibility and therefore creating the probability and acting in accordance with your highest intention, we bring that into us and we literally envision and embody. We envision it, and with that awareness we go off and embodying it by being congruent with our thoughts, words, and deeds. So it's a very simple practice. Breathe through your belly. Only does the chest move in the last 1/3. As you're going down, breathe out. As you're coming up, breathe in. If you find that doing a full squat starts making your breathing rate or your heart rate speed up, then just shorten the depth of the squat to whatever you can do within the range of effort of working in. So if you can only do a quarter squat, slow the squat down so it matches the timing of one exhalation. So for example, if I'm going to cut it, I'm still going to breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I move slow enough that I'm only a quarter of the way into the squat versus a full squat. Big breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if 1, 2, 3, 4 full squats is too much for you after a while because you feel yourself speeding up, then you have to adjust to 1/3 of a squat or a half or a quarter. And the secret is stay in that zone of ease. You should not feel stressed or taxed. You should feel harmonized with your breathing, harmonized with your environment, harmonized with your intention, And when you finish doing that for 10 minutes or more, I'm quite confident that you will feel much more centered, much more clear, have more energy, more vitality. If you do it daily, you will begin to recover faster, you will sleep deeper, and your dreams will come true more efficiently. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Paul Chek. I will see you next time.